Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel, and for this video I am going to discuss about the law of cosine. Okay, so let's start. Alright, so these are the formulas from the law of cosine. For any triangle ABCs with sides ABC, okay, so we have side A, side B, side C. These are the formulas. A squared equals B squared plus C squared equals 2BC times cosine A, which is angle A. And then for side B, we have A squared plus C squared minus 2AC times cosine angle B. And for side C, we have A squared plus B squared minus 2AB times quantity or times cosine C formula. Okay, so how about for the angles? Okay, so from this formula, let us rearrange this to find to have a formula to find the angle A. Okay, so let us move this term on this side, and then A squared move in here. Okay, so it becomes 2BC cosine A equals B squared plus C squared minus A squared. Okay, then divide both sides by 2BC so that I can cancel 2BC on this side. And then to find the angle A, since we have cosine here, so opposite is shift cosine. We have B squared plus C squared minus A squared all over 2BC. Right? Now, applying the same step or the same arrangement, or okay, so applying the same steps to find the other angles, angle B and angle C. So these are the formulas. To find angle A, we have shift cosine B squared plus C squared minus A squared all over 2BC. And for angle B, shift cosine times quantity A squared plus C squared minus B squared all over 2AC. And for angle C, we have shift cosine times quantity A squared plus B squared minus C squared all over 2AB. Okay, so let us have some examples. Using the following given measures, solve for the other sides and angles of a triangle. Round off the angles measure and the sides in one decimal place. Okay, for number 1. Okay, so we have side A and side B, and since we have angle C here, so we can use or we can find the side C. Now, if you can see this formula, okay, you can observe we cannot use the law of sine. Okay, so this is the importance of the law of cosines. Okay, so we have C squared equals, okay, let me help you to remember. Okay, so we have A squared plus this one, okay, squared of B, minus, okay, multiplied by 2 side A and B, and then since we are finding the side C, so we will use cosine angle C. Okay, easy to remember, right? Okay, square root of A squared plus B squared minus 2AB times cosine C. Okay, let us substitute the numbers or the value. We have 10 squared plus b is 14 minus 2 times 10 times 14 times cosine 47 degrees. Okay, so our side C, okay, the value of side C or the measure of side C is 10.2 centimeter. Now it depends on your teacher. If your teacher's instructions is to round off in whole number, then write it in whole number. But for this video, the instruction is write in one decimal place, so let us follow the instruction. Okay, so this is the side C. Okay, so for angle A, and okay, if you can observe now, we can use the law of sine to find angle A, but for this video I want to use all cosines, okay, all from the law of cosines. Again, you can use the law of sines, okay, after finding the value of side C, okay, but for this video I want to use the law of cosines only. Alright, so for angle A, so we have shift cosine. So since we are looking for the value of angle A, so b squared side B plus side C squared minus the opposite side of angle A, which is side A squared, and then 2bc. Okay, so let us substitute the value. Side A, oh sorry, angle A is equal to shift cosine 14 squared plus 10.2 squared minus a squared, which is 10 squared, all over 2 times 14 times 10.2. So A, using your calculator or scientific calculator, so our angle A is 45.5 degrees. Okay, for angle B, okay, to find the angle B, you can use the method of subtraction, which is 180 degrees minus 47 we have here, and minus 45.5 degrees. Okay, you can use that method. But again, I want to use the law of cosine for this video. Okay, for angle B, so we have shift cosine. We have a squared plus c squared minus, okay, the opposite side, which is B, side B, and then 2 times, A C. Okay, substitute the values. Okay, so we have a squared is 10. Okay, 10 squared plus c squared is 10.2 squared minus b squared is 14 squared, and then all over 2 times 10 times 10.2. Okay, so our angle B is 87.7 degrees. Okay. Next, number 2. So we have the 3 given sides. We have A, B, and C. Okay, so we have 4 centimeter by 6 centimeter and 7 centimeter. So let us find first the angle A. Okay, shift cosine times quantity. Since we're looking for angle A, so I will write first the B squared plus C squared minus, okay, the opposite side, which is side A. Easy to remember, right? Okay, so 2BC. A is equal to, okay, shift cosine. Right, B squared is 6 squared plus C squared is 7 squared minus A squared, which is 4 centimeter, 4 squared. So 2 times 6 times 7. So our angle A, using your scientific calculator, so the measure of angle A is 34.8 degrees. Okay. Next, for angle B, I want to use only cosine law, or the law of cosine. Okay. Times quantity, angle B, right? So side A squared plus side C squared minus side B squared. And 2 times A times C. So the measure of angle B, we have A is 4, C is 7, and oops, not plus, minus B is 6, and 2 times 4 times 7. So angle B is equal to 58.8 degrees. And the last one, for angle C, we have angle C, right? So A squared plus B squared minus C squared times 2AB. Okay, angle C is equal to cosine or shift cosine. We have A is 4, B is 6, minus 7 squared. Okay, 2 times 4 times 6. So our angle C is 86.4 degrees. Okay, and that's all for today. Simple and easy. This is Concur TV. Thank you very much.